with that.
It's for the photo op.
The photo op. So, Franny, how was your weekend? Because you're more important than me.
Am I? I was like, it's been pretty uneventful. I had a certain something, a little the procedure I had to take care of on Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, I laid low. I stopped by for a little bit. My buddy has a 1-year-old who I haven't gotten to meet yet, so stopped by for the birthday, and then other than that, it was pretty low-key weekend.
So are you counting the days to the end of dry January? Because this weekend I talked to a couple of people. This one girl's like, she knew the hours. She's like, I got to do it. She has a bet with her boyfriend. And she's like, I got to hang in there. She goes, because I want to win the bet. She goes, but I have 4 days left.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't make it these last few days, what was the point, right?
She was tempted yesterday.
Was she?
Yeah.
I mean, there's been temptation here and there, but it hasn't been. I've found other things that have been keeping me occupied. So, and my husband and I have him to do it with too. So we've been both pretty steady and strong with this dry January thing. It was a little difficult because we found out one of our favorite breweries is closing down. Unfortunately, it's money. The rent went up like $65K more a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's been around for a while. So we found out they were closing down, and I believe this past weekend is their last weekend. They might be open a few more days. It's Twisted Trunk, it's been around, and my husband worked there. He got a second job there too to try to get some more money when we were getting married. So it's
sentimental.
It's very sentimental, and we know the owners and stuff like that very well. They're actually the ones that gave us the tickets to the Brewers Festival.
How was that? Did anybody speak about it?
I don't know. I was not there, but I heard it was busy.
If you guys want, give us a call. We love to hear about it.
Absolutely.
Pegasus was Saturday.
How'd that go?
It was an unbelievable event. I didn't go down because it was just I locked my keys in my car after the locker room. But we'll get into that. But yeah, unbelievable event. Which was great. Sad news, though. I hope it doesn't happen, but it's just life.
What is that?
Gulfstream Park might close.
What? That's nutty.
Yeah, after all those years there,
really?
There's a possibility they're going to sell all the land.
Oh, man, that's unfortunate.
We'll see what happens. It's just speculation now, and it might happen within 2 to 3 years.
Oh, okay. Well, that'd be very, very sad. It's been a staple for a long time. Our buddies, Ron and Jennifer, they listen, and they're fantastic people. They used to pop by Sailfish every now and then when I was working to say hi. And they're huge Real Radio fans, but they always invite me to go to the Florida Derby. They take the Bright Line, then they get over there in like an Uber or something, and they go with their family, and they have the best time. And every year they've invited, and I haven't been. I was like, maybe. So if we're only going to have it around for a few more years, maybe I'll jump on it. I believe it's in March, right? The Florida Derby?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
We're April. It's about a month or
Is it April? Okay.
It's about 5 weeks before Kentucky Derby.
Got it.
Because lately, the horse that's won that has been very successful in Kentucky Derby. But the Pegasus is actually...
it's March 29th is what they sent.
All right.
Yeah.
The Pegasus is just an unbelievable event. I mean, it's a who's who. They got music all night long. It's a $3 million purse. I told one of my buddies before the race, I said, just bet a white horse if there is one. I had no clue. Of course, a white horse won. I said that was it. So I'm leaving the locker room on Saturday, bouncing around with Joe, me and him. We came out the front, and we're looking in my car, and all of a sudden, he shut the door, and I went to grab it, not realizing my keys were in the car, and I opened the trunk. So when you open the trunk, you close it, automatically locks the car. So there it was. Couldn't get in the car, out. Special shout out to Trevor. If you're listening, he came by, a Real Radio listener, and got my door open. So, Trevor, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and effort. Thanks for listening to Real Radio, first of all. I know it was a big treat to meet me, but I really appreciate you coming by and helping me out. And I got in, and it was great. I thought I was going to be stuck there forever because on a Saturday to try to get, anybody to come over, it's pretty tough. Joe's like, all right, I'll talk to you next week. I go, where you going? I have no keys. I can't even get back in the building. You can't go. He goes, am I stuck here? I said, yeah, you're stuck until I get out of here. But Trevor, I wanted to give you a shout out. You're such a nice guy. Thanks for listening to Real Radio. And I appreciate you helping me get back in my car, which is a great thing. First person I thought it was Franny right away because I was on the phone with her for a second. Then I threw my phone in the car because if I had my phone.
Oh, you're taking blame now, Franny.
Well, no, he said he thought about me because I said his phone gets him in so much trouble.
No, she's not getting blame at all.
Yeah.
I said because I always do. Because if I had my phone, I could get into my car with my phone because I have the app. So I could have just bing, 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 but then it was in there, and I was like, oh, my God. And it's helped us feel it. First of all, there's nobody here Monday to Friday. On a Saturday, I mean, there's like one squirrel sitting
I
on
was
the.
like, maybe every now and then. Because I sometimes pop in on the weekend, and it is every now and then I'll be like, why are you here?
It's crazy.
Yeah. A lot of times it may be Tim or something like that. You won't find many of the on-air talent here, but it's a ghost town.
It was like 3:30 in the afternoon. And there's nobody here. I'm like, oh, my God. And then you don't have your phone. So then right away, and I couldn't get back in the building for a minute because I'm like, well, how am I going to even make a call? And then I'm thinking, there's no pay phones. Then walking around asking somebody, can I borrow your phone?
Oh, yeah. Go one of these people around here.
Yeah. Can I borrow your phone? What do you think? So, yeah, it's Taylor Swift against Bradley Cooper for the Super Bowl.
Oh, is that it?
That's who it is. Chiefs, again, they don't lose when she's there. They just don't.
They didn't show her too much, though, last night.
No, they didn't. They really didn't. They only showed her a couple times. But, again, Kelsey didn't have a big game.
No.
It usually correlates with that. Ooh, big word. Kelsey catches a ball or touchdown. They show him. I think he caught 2 passes. So they didn't show him that much. She was wearing Louis Vuitton, though, for people at home. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. If you guys want to get involved, you can also text us or Real Radio 47142. Are you excited about the Super Bowl? Are you going to bet on the Super Bowl? Are you mad because the Chiefs have won again? And that's all I hear from everybody. I'm so tired. Not like they're coming to your house for dinner. I mean, they're in the game. That's it. Philadelphia played great, though. They really did. Again, we've found out one thing in the playoffs that we should know forever. When you turn the ball over, you're going to lose. I mean, that's just it. And Washington yesterday had 5 turnovers. Brutal. Detroit 2 weeks ago, 5. They lost. The Ravens, they lost. So you can't turn the ball over in the playoffs because these teams are just too good. And that's what it really comes down to. And the Chiefs are going for a history. Will they win 3 in a row? What do you think, Dom? It's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game. I'm worried about Barkley running. It seemed like, the Bills were able to run more last night, and I feel like that's going to be their what Philly does a lot.
Well, Philly always runs. There's no doubt about it. I mean, they definitely do.
But they're the best, I feel like, if anyone.
Yeah, no, they're great. They're a great team all around. This is the repeat of Super Bowl 2 years ago, but no Barkley.
Mm-hmm. That's the difference.
Yeah, Chiefs today are a 1.5 point favorite over under 49. That was established last night, about 10 after 12.
Even the kid that went in for Barkley at the end of the game was scoring. Yeah.
He did. He had like a 65-yard run.
Yeah.
He would have scored if he wasn't looking at the screen up top.
Oh, watching himself, yeah.
Yeah, because he was holding the ball real tight, and then they caught him. Here's a little first tip for the Super Bowl for you guys. If you're going to bet a prop bet, and 95% of people bet prop bets, they bet the over. Bet it earlier in the week because they go up. So, again, this isn't rocket scientist and you're doing your taxes in a pool underwater. You should be able to know in like 5 minutes, look at something. If you're going to bet a prop, bet it Tuesday or Wednesday, Thursday this week. Don't wait till next week because it'll be a totally different number. Like if you want, the popular guys, Mahomes, Kelsey, Barkley, those guys, Hurts, all those, Smith, AJ, guys that those lines are going to go up and there'll be a big difference. So there's your first tip of the week. Again, you guys should always pay attention to Rover to get the keyword. And then you guys need to be on your way for $1,000. Then what would you do with $1,000? Ooh. Now, what would you do with $1,000? Franny asked me this morning, what would you do?
She asked me too.
What would you do?
I would take a vacation and get away from here.
Jesus. Is that bad? Like, my God, you make like you're digging a ditch in Omaha. Take it, get away from
Maybe he just means get away from South Florida for a little bit. How do you know he means iHeart?
He said here. Here means us.
Here could mean like
How do you
just Florida. Just get out of Dodge.
If that was the case, that would have been it. But you didn't say it, so I'm a little offended. But that's fine. I know where I stand with you.
Hey, every now and then, sometimes you just need to get out of here.
There you go.
Sometimes. That's it. It's called a recharge.
It's a recharge. It's a recharge. I was also called this weekend a very quick responder to texts by a couple of my friends. Like if I get a text, I text right back. I mean, I'm not that busy. Nobody really is, I don't think. During the day is different. But like when you texted me, and sometimes people are amazed, like they'll text me in the middle of the night and I text right back.
Oh, I wasn't worried about that.
Yeah. This girl said that to me the other day. She was, I'll text you 2:30, 4:30. You text me right back. Like, hey, good morning, sunshine. I'm like, well, you text.
Like, it's Saturday night. You're going to be, who knows?
I forgot, and I feel so bad because it was somebody that I adore, and they text me, and I haven't seen him in a bit, and I remember because I at the time was occupied. So I saw it on my watch and I was just like, I got to get back to that, right? But then I just forgot and it happens and I didn't get back to them to the next day. And the guilt I felt because of it, because I haven't talked to this person in so long. So I was just like, I am so sorry. I was like, and it does happen sometimes. If you're in the middle of dinner or something, you see a notification or whatever, you get a text and you don't get back to it right away because it first of all, it may be rude even to look at your phone, but then to pick up your phone and start texting. It happens. And some people will be like, hello? Is this on? Did you get my message?
Again, it happens so much. We'll talk about this later because with dating, if it's something new, something can happen. One of my buddies a couple of weeks ago blew up some girl really bad. She didn't get back to him twice. She lost her phone. Mm-hmm. And then when she got her phone back and she saw the text messages, she finally wrote back to him. She was, you're a little too crazy for me. Don't want to see you again. Because he was like, you're not responding. Things happen. People lose their phone. Like Franny said, you can get busy. So take a breath.
Lock your phone in your car.
Lock your phone in your car. Nobody was believing. Because what I was seeing through my window was the texts coming in. Bing, bing, bing. Because it was right after the locker room. But I knew everybody was going to, that's when they hit me up. And I'm like, man, they're going to think I'm not texting them back. But thanks to Trevor. Trevor, if you're out there, I appreciate your help. And thank you so much for helping me out of one of my inconveniences, which happens every day about 9 times a day. It is the Penthouse on a Monday. Better be jacked up, baby. It's Super Bowl. Come on. We'll be back with This Day in History and so much more. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
I would not expect. I always said the bees would be in like their bee thing, the hive.
The scientific term.
Yeah, their bee
The
thing.
bee thing.
Sabrina, you're talking to the guy that called them NASA people earlier.
They are NASA people.
The news junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
When the wildfires struck Los Angeles,
severe fire weather conditions.
first responders from near and far came to the rescue.
All fire departments and all law enforcement will be prepared.
Now, the music community has joined together to help at Fire Aid, a historic fundraising concert for the recovery of Los Angeles. Thursday night, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. Live on the free iHeartRadio app's Hit Nation station.
And give what you can now at fireaidla.org.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Your drive this morning in Palm Beach County has some trouble on South Military Trail and Hypaluxo Road as we're dealing with a crash, so expect delays as you approach the area. Meanwhile, the Turnpike and I-95 are up to speed. That's traffic. I'm Jamie Nunez.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off. Free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
Today's times, people are not staying at jobs for 30 years anymore, or 20 or 10. But did you know leaving an old 401k with a previous employer can create higher investment costs? If you have an old 401k and you're not sure what to do with it, call Trajan Wealth today to discuss how to make it work for you and those funds and get the money working for you again. At 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000, offices in West Palm Beach. People are not staying 30 years and getting that gold watch. They're moving around. They see an opportunity, they jump. And they have to also remember they have a 401k. Well, you got to bring it to your new place too. And Trajan Wealth can help you and direct you and answer all the questions you have. Because a lot of times when we make moves like this, we don't know what's going on. That's why you go to the experts. Trajan Wealth, 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. Your 401k should be working for you every day, and they can help you. Offices in West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-390-1000. Advisory services offered by Trajan Wealth, LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Ooh, up top, bike shop. Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messingthorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo!
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Less than 1 month until spring training returns to Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Tickets, groups, mini plans, birthdays, VIP experiences, and more are all on sale now. Visit RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com or stop by the ticket office today. We can't wait to see you at the ballpark.
I wish I'd gotten treated for my erectile dysfunction sooner. Men, I hear this all the time from our patients. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and if ED is a problem in your life, resolve to get it treated today and stop having it affect you and the one you love. ED is simply a medical condition, and it's fully treatable. And at the Atlantic Men's Clinic, we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, your ED will be a thing of the past. In fact, you could be having great sex within a day or two of your first appointment, and you'll likely find you're performing like you haven't in a long time. It's the new year. Resolve to get your ED treated and change your life. Call us at the Atlantic Men's Clinic. Your initial visit includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. Call 877-455-7300. That's 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. That's AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 6 offices across South Florida to serve you. Atlantic Men's Clinic, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Love is in the air, and GimmeTheVin.com would love to buy your car. Hey, it's Franny, and when's the last time you checked its value? GimmeTheVin.com buys cars, trucks, SUVs, and even exotics from $2,000 to $200,000. Whether it's average, rough, or clean, they'll take it all, and they come to you. Plus, if they can't beat your CarMax offer, they'll pay you $100, no questions asked. That's only at GimmeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have health news, a CDC update.
Pneumococcal vaccination is now recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
Ever have one of those days where your gut just feels blah?
Ugh, yes.
Occasional bloating or gas could be signs that your gut is out of balance, but Align Probiotic can help. Align 24/7 Digestive Support is a daily use probiotic with a unique strain to help relieve occasional digestive issues. It's the #1 doctor-recommended brand. So when you feel the signs, it's time to try Align. Align Probiotic. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. After a cool and comfortable start to the day, expect temperatures to return to the mid-70s this afternoon, near our normal high for this time of the year, with a mostly sunny sky and an onshore breeze. A few passing clouds for tonight as temperatures return to the 50s inland, 60s at the coast by the start of Tuesday morning.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Tap into your well-being with Audible audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. Expand your life with expert insight and motivation for better health, habits, relationships, finance, and more. Start listening free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com.
Hey, it's Alec Baldwin. This season on my podcast, Here's the Thing, I speak with musician, photographer, and philanthropist Julian Lennon.
Photography really does allow me to do that. I have empathy for people on the other side of the world that you'll never ever meet, but you'll at least have some understanding of what their life is and what they went through or are still going through.
Listen to Here's the Thing on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Here's the Thing and start listening.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored to you by Pillar Coffee Bar and Iced Treats.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Monday. I hope you guys had a nice weekend. Maybe enjoyed the games. Getting ready for the big game coming up in a couple weeks. We'll get into all that and so much more. You got a chance to win $1,000 13 times a day. You are listening to Real Radio 921, and at 11:45, we're giving you a chance to win Panther tickets against the Blackhawks. That is going to be a very good game. Actually, I know somebody who's dying to go to that game. Hopefully, she breaks up with her boyfriend soon. Dominic's in the house.
Wow. Hello.
Say hi to Franny.
Hi, Franny.
Hi.
Franny's here.
Don't worry, and I don't take offense. So you said it was a general hello. Hi, what's going on?
It's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
This is a rumor that's going around, and it's circulating on social media and a little bit certain people, and somebody in Miami told me this. If this happens, could Jimmy Butler be staying in Miami? Because, dun, 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 the Heat might get Steph Curry. That'd be crazy. Again,
that'd be nutty.
Out there.
What if that's the trade to get Steph? Unless it's through free agent.
No, they would have to trade him. They said no, Jimmy Butler wouldn't be involved in this trade.
Wow.
So who knows? February 2nd is the trade deadline. So you're going to see a lot of speculation, a lot of different things over the next couple of weeks. But this is something that's just flying out there. I would definitely go down to South Beach to see Steph. I definitely would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he is a beast. And he likes Florida. But again, just speculation probably can knock him out.
Just add that jersey in there.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to 30 right away. I knew he was going to get traded because I told you one of my Christmas gifts was a Heat Culture jersey. I have it in my trunk. I'm like, he's getting traded. There's no doubt about it. So we'll see what happens with that. That's still going on. The Super Bowl is picked up, and it is ready to go. Big games yesterday. Philly beat Washington. Dominic was in Philadelphia and flew back after Hard Rock.
On both sides of the ball, they should be so thrilled here in Philly with what they've seen.
Is in! Touchdown! First of his career. Fly, Eagles, fly to Super Bowl 59.
Yeah, that made no sense. First of his career.
Oh, that was the running back that filled in for Barkley.
That was him.
That was the last play. Yeah.
Okay, I thought he said Barkley.
No.
Then Barkley. The game starts and Washington goes on an 18-play drive.
Here's Barkley, a little shovel, looking for an edge, gets it. Saquon Barkley, first down. Barkley. Oh! Saquon, touchdown.
Yeah, that defeated everybody who had Washington because a lot of people bet on Washington with the points. And they had an 18-play drive. They scored 3, which made no sense because they went on it 4th down, 4th and 5 and 4th and 6, and they get it. Then they're into 20, 4th and 3, and they kick a field goal. Then Barkley gets the ball, scores on the first play.
First play.
Oh, my God. You were just like, my buddy at Washington big. I just looked at him, and I was just like, well, it's early. But not that early. And the Eagles to score over 50 was a crazy prop that one of my other friends had who loves the Eagles. It was great. I mean, what a chance the Eagles scoring 50? Are you kidding me? 40, 30. They scored 50. So they are going to be the opponents for the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs end up winning 32-29. Crazy game. Buffalo missed 2-pointers twice. That was a big deal. And then there was a play by Worthy. He caught a pass that looked like the Buffalo Bill guy caught it.
Yep.
And he came down with it. Crazy. 4th down. Bills went for it, didn't get it. People are saying that's a bad spot. But it's all the haters. Who cares? You got something for that game, too?
I do.
Can Mahomes do it? Got the P-Ryan. P-Ryan makes the move around Bernard, and that will clinch it. Whatever you want. 3 Chief.
a cheap Pete. They're about to head to New Orleans to explore the opportunity to reach a level that's never been seen before, Tony, in the history of the NFL. A chance at 3 consecutive Super Bowl titles.
I texted Taylor Swift last night. I said, if they win again, I'll go to one of your concerts.
Did you? Okay. Was you happy about that?
Oh, she's like, Greek, thanks so much.
Ecstatic.
I go, I know you need me, but because she was wearing Louis, so I figured, I'd throw her a bone. Tom Brady's going to be on big stage in 2 weeks. He's going to be announcing, not playing in the Super Bowl, announcing it. He got destroyed again yesterday on social media. I don't know what they want. I mean, I think it's more about what he makes. I hear that so much, $35 million a year. But I mean, the guy's he's not great. No, it's his first year. I mean, what do you expect? But I don't know what the hell you want him to do anyway. I mean, I don't know why you're listening to a game for somebody. I think the TV networks are crazy to pay that kind of money. I just do, but that's my opinion. But I mean, he just gets destroyed during the game, after the game. Even people are watching the game, and I'm like, I don't even hear anybody. Like, I'm watching the game. Well, who cares? But he gets crushed. But we're going to see. He's going to be on the biggest stage in 2 weeks. And for the first time, he's been in 10 Super Bowls. This is the first one he's announcing.
Mm-hmm.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Polar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach in the Cove Shopping Center. I was there this weekend for another great sandwich. Over to Franny for this day in history.
On this day in history.
Okie dokie, we're going to go back in the day on January 27th. 67 years ago, 1958, Little Richard quit his music career to enroll at Oakwood Bible College in Huntsville, Alabama. As soon as he enrolled, he said, "The Lord is on the side of ballad singers. Rock and roll is strictly Satan's music." He made the decision after his plane caught fire while he was on tour. He promised God he'd study the Bible if he didn't go down in flames.
Wow.
And he didn't, so he went and studied the Bible.
But there's somebody. I mean, if you do that, you hear people do that with, like, praying to God when they're drinking and they get drunk, or betting. I'll never bet again. Let me just hit this field goal. Ah, Little Richard.
I mean, that's a pretty big. I mean, when your plane catches on fire and you don't die, you're
That's
probably
huge.
like, yeah, I gotta live up to this promise I gave God.
Oh, yeah, you feel bad every day.
If you're a religious person, yes. 50,
Even if you're not.
Yeah, but 58 years ago, sadly, 1967, astronauts Gus Grissom, Ed White, and Roger Chaffee, excuse me if I'm saying that wrong, died on the Cape Kennedy launch pad when their Apollo command module became engulfed in flames. 52 years ago, 1973, Henry Kissinger, and the very sexy Lou Duc Tho of North Vietnam, signed the Vietnam Peace Treaty. 49 years ago, 1976, the Happy Days spinoff. Do you remember the spinoff?
Chachi and Joni?
No.
Your sister's ass?
No.
Oh, let me think. The Cunninghams?
No.
I give up.
There were so many spinoffs. Laverne and Shirley.
Ah, damn it!
Premiered starring Penny Marshall as Laverne. Schmoggles. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Schmoggles.
Incorporated.
Yeah, they're walking down the street.
Do it. Yeah. As Laverne.
They worked at a brewery.
Penny Marshall as Laverne and Cindy Williams as Shirley. 41 years ago, 1984, Michael Jackson suffered second and third degree burns when his hair caught on fire while he was filming a Pepsi commercial. 32 years ago, 1993, another sad day. The great Andre the Giant died of a heart attack at the age of 46.
Oh, he was huge.
Yeah.
That's why they call him Giant.
True. Yes, you're right. Amen. 27 years ago, 1998, the Dixie Chicks released Wide Open Spaces, which earned them a Grammy for Best Country Album. That's the one with There's Your Trouble, Wide Open Spaces, and I Can Love You Better. 27 years ago, 1998, in the midst of the whole Monica Lewinsky scandal, First Lady Hillary Clinton appeared on NBC's Today Show, charging that the allegations against her husband were the work of a vast right-wing conspiracy.
And that year they sold...
We did find out they were real, though.
Yeah, that year I think they sold the most purple dresses in America. Crazy.
Really? I thought it was a blue dress.
Oh, was it blue? Oh, okay, then blue. Whatever color it was, they said it went up tremendously.
I don't believe you.
All right, whatever.
22 years ago.
Take a shot.
2003, Mattel lost its copyright infringement lawsuit against the band Aqua for their completely obnoxious song Barbie Girl. By refusing to hear the case, the Supreme Court upheld a ruling that the song is a parody and a social commentary and is thus protected by the First Amendment. Remember that? I'm a Barbie girl, that song?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I remember you singing it all the time in the hallways.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dom loves that song. 20 years ago, 2005, mentally unstable rapper Houston locked himself in a London bathroom. Oh gosh, I remember this. and gouged out his left eye
Oh.
in an attempt to rid himself of the devil.
Oh, Jesus.
God, could you imagine just taking out your eye?
What is he on?
There was that one dude, that one rapper, remember? And he cut off his peen and jumped out a window.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you remember that?
It's a Monday. Come on, we have the Chiefs.
He wasn't part of Wu-Tang, but it's related to him. Oh, God, here's a song.
Oh, yeah, this is you. This is what you open up with at Bar Mitzvahs in Boca. DJ Pencil with the 3s and 4s.
That's good. I hope that pencil thing doesn't stick. I'm sorry. 15 years ago, 2010, Catcher in the Rye author J.D. Salinger died 3 weeks after his 91st birthday. Mark David Chapman had the book with him when he killed John Lennon. Interesting. Catcher in the Rye. 15 years ago, 2010, the actress who plays psychic clairvoyant Tangina, am I saying that right? Tangina, right? In the Poltergeist movies. Zelda Rubinstein died of natural causes. She frightened me a bit. If you look her up, Poltergeist Tangina, she was smaller than me. She was 76, I said, and when she passed, but she was only 4'3". If you look her up, and she had this voice, and she was in a lot of scary movies, and just her persona, the way she wore, was a
little intimidating.
Very scary, little for being 4'3".
If she came to your house Halloween, you might have closed the door.
Little scary. 15 years ago, once again, 2010, Steve Jobs unveiled the iPad at a press conference in San Francisco. 7 years ago, in 2018, Huey Lewis abruptly lost his hearing while getting ready to perform in Dallas. He was later diagnosed with, I'm probably messing this up, Meniere's disease. I've never heard of that before. And there you go. That's what happened this day in history, January 27th.
I know over the weekend, I think, people were talking about it was one of those moments on this time where people always said, hey, where were you? Kobe passed. I think that was Sunday that he passed away 5 years. I remember exactly where I was at Gulfstream Park with Buddha. And I'll never forget, everybody was flipping out looking at their phones. And then, whatever it was, 4 or 5 minutes later, start getting texts.
Yeah, it was yesterday, the 26th.
Yeah, it was just, and I can't believe it's 5 years.
2020, yep.
Unbelievable. Very sad. And the other 9 people also who passed away. Dom, you have somebody on hold?
We do.
We have Holmes?
No, it's Chris.
Chris, what's happened?
What's going on, Penthouse? How was y'all weekend?
Couldn't be better. It just couldn't be better. I mean, the dominoes fell perfectly in line. It was great. Just unbelievable.
Yeah, I didn't get crushed, but my feelings got crushed.
Why?
I put in a 5-bet parlay with at plus 39.50 on the Hard Rock app. $20 would have paid $800. Just a long shot. All 4 hit right away. And I'm watching the last game. All I needed was Travis Kelce to score a touchdown.
Oh, the world did.
I haven't said so. Yeah, Kelce sucks as much as Dom, I swear.
I heard everybody talking about that yesterday as the game went on, halftime, third quarter.
Oh.
I need Kelce. I need Kelce. I need Kelce. But, you had 4 to 5. But, you're better, first of all. When you put a 5-teamer in, I mean, it's like when I leave a text for Halle Berry. I don't think she's going to answer. And if she does, it's, oh, my God. So it's a long shot.
No, absolutely. It made it really fun. My wife and I, did laundry, sat in the car, had a little Babanya fog out time,
nice.
Listened to the game on the radio. It just made it fun, you know what I mean? But it sucks when you're that close and lose. Oh,
yeah, it definitely sucks when you're that close and you lose. There's no doubt about it. I mean, you get like, ooh, why? We had some fun ones, me and my friends, and we put in a couple long shots. And it's amazing, though, when you start adding like different things, the amount of money that you can get. And if you put in a ton of money, you know what I'm saying? Like we had a 4-teamer we chipped in and it was for first touchdowns and it would pay like $33,000, but it was only $200.
Yep.
Which was crazy. I mean, didn't win. Obviously, I wouldn't be here today, but it's still fun. And that's what gambling's supposed to be. Just have fun. Don't let emotion get involved. Don't get mad when you're watching.
That never happens to you, huh? You don't let the emotion get the best of you?
I was very calm yesterday. I really was. Must have been. You know what it was? I got a text from Dom Saturday night. And I was like, oh, my God. I'm just like so jacked up.
Franny, he's not mad, okay? He's not angry, Franny. God.
I can tell. Not mad at all. No.
I'm never
Especially
mad.
when he loses money. He never gets mad.
Well, who's happy when they lose money? I mean,
I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
Who is happy?
Yeah, I mean, I always say when people say to me, like, Greek, you're mad. Why would I be happy? It's like when I locked my keys in my car Saturday. You think I was happy? I was like, come on. I missed the Pegasus. Probably saved money.
No, I think you are. I think you do. You're the only one that gets happy, Greek, because you'll come in the radio station and laugh telling a story about how you were on your phone and left $2,000 on the shelf somewhere, and you giggle about it.
Yeah, well, it's life. You know what I mean? You can either laugh or cry.
I choose to cry if I lose $2,000.
Yeah, me too.
I do. I chew tears.
I choose to laugh, actually. What else, buddy?
Nothing. Just listening to you guys, always smiling, always happy to hear you guys' voices. Come back on a Monday, and Dom sucks as usual. Franny, appreciate you showing up today.
Of course, I did it for you.
Yeah, you know what? This is why it's a show, Franny.
It's a show.
It really is.
We got to give it to Dom, though. I mean, he was at Hard Rock till 6 in the morning.
Dom looks like he's still at Hard Rock.
Oh, he does. Yeah. Even when I opened the door today in the studio, I saw his face. Because usually he's like, okay. But I said, oh, God.
He's okay. Today he's not okay.
No, he looks like he's still sleeping. Like I walked in, it was like somebody was sleeping in my bed. I don't want to bother him. I'm tiptoeing around. I didn't even come in like, hey, baby, like I usually do.
I thought I got the rest today. Now I get to go to TGL now tonight, I found out. So.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to go, but it's going to be a good one. It's Boston Common.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
The way I feel is like right now, Dom's got energy because he's still going. He's going to hit that time at about 2:00 when it's crap.
Oh yeah.
No, he has no energy right now. Don't let him fool you. He has nothing. He's gliding right now. He's like on E, and he's just going to get right through the Greek zone. In fact, he came in today. He goes, "You look a little tired. Let's not do the Greek zone." I'm like, no, man. We got Eric Coleman calling in for the Jets. No, I can't do it. Now I'm going to keep it till 3:30 today. Maybe we'll do some extra things.
Oh.
And he did a great job, by the way, because we got the golf cart the other day and did a great job putting it back in storage where it needed to be because management wanted that. I would have let it sit in the front hallway, but they got mad. They said, Greek, you can't do it. I don't know why. I just thought it would have been cool. But want to thank H&H Golf Carts again. So can't thank him enough. Chris, what else you got, buddy?
Nothing much, man. You guys rock. I'll always listen. And Dom, you showed up today after a good party. You don't suck today.
Yeah. DJ Pencil in the house.
I love you guys.
Be good, brother. Oh, I could see you at Ultra, and I bring you out. Woo! My God, with 4 brunettes. Yeah, they got the T-shirts on. DJ Pencil. DJ Pencil. We give pencils out to everybody. Come on. And one's got like a thing that you win $1,000 that glows. The one pencil that glows. There's a whole promotion. I just did the whole thing for you. My God.
The one that glows, but you would be able to see which one was glowing right away and who you're giving it to.
Now you got to put it like you got to hit a switch on the bottom.
Okay.
It's a brainstorm. I mean, we're just going through it.
Oh, man.
Tom's like, I can't today.
I can't. I don't have it.
Can't do it.
Okay. See, the thing is, when when Franny says, keep it down, I do, because I'm afraid of her. So somebody asked me last night, they're like, Greg, are you afraid of anybody? Like they were talking, wise guys. I said, Franny. But when you say it, I feel bad too, so I'm trying to keep it down. You notice I walked in, I didn't give you the normal hello. I saw it on your face 20 feet away. I'm like, oh God, what? Then I remember the text. I go, oh, he texted me at 12:30? He must have been out to 6.
Yep.
Any young ladies at the event?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's the Hard Rock. I mean, come on.
I know. I'm just asking. Maybe you met somebody or something like that? No. All right, well, we'll try. Franny's going to keep working on the girl across the street.
Which girl is this? This doesn't sound too good now.
Exactly.
Say it that way.
Yeah, the ones that across the street from here normally you don't want. But
not these girls. No. You got more credit than that.
The corner girls.
No. We're not talking about them.
Got it.
We're talking about our competitor. And what a nice, morale boost that would be. You two get married. We have a big thing. And all because Franny thought of you.
It was our girl Kara who initiated
Kara.
it. Yeah, Kara and Casey initiated. They talked about it because they listen. Huge fans of Real Radio, have been for a while, but they listen every now and then across the street, and they know what Dom enjoys, and that's MMA and UFC. And this girl does that, and she's
got a great ass,
and she's hot. So it's
great ass. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
I don't know how he saw her ass. I never showed her. Now, then maybe he started social media stalking her, possibly.
It's not stalking.
showed her a picture. He was like, all right, let's find her on Instagram.
Yes, let's do it. Well, I'm looking out for the kid. I want to make sure he's okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm putting up dinner.
It's not for you.
Well, I'm not going to go out with her.
He's going to go for her mom.
Because I heard it was like too young, G-Man, because he was like, ooh, she's cute. It's like too
You
young.
could say, here, I went through this. We'll talk about this later in the
All
show.
right, let's talk about later.
If somebody says somebody's cute, does it mean you want
No, but I know your face. It was like, ooh. And I was like, first of all, dumb. Like, and
I was-
second of all, too young.
I said it too.
I know you did not.
You know I struggle with that.
Do we even ask how old PF is?
No. 877-927.
That was quick.
We don't want to talk about that?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
That was quick. PF is probably my age.
Maybe you could have been her babysitter. I'm just kidding.
Oh, get out of here. Will you stop? My God. After the Chief victory, my God. If Patrick Mahomes is listening right now, Patrick, don't worry about it.
What do you, Tom, you're 33? 32. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, in that area.
In that area.
It's an area.
It is, sure.
It's close. I mean,
Is it like, I don't know, West Palm Beach to like Gardens, or are we talking Miami? What area are we in?
We're talking like maybe. No, it's close. I would say it's close. It's close. It's in the range. I would say like maybe here to like Boynton. Not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's not, whatever.
Yeah, but it's still Palm Beach County.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's still Palm Beach County.
Got it.
I mean, for me, it's hard for me to meet somebody that I'm really attracted to.
That's not young.
Well, no, I was with somebody a long time for about a year that was real close to my age. Pretty close. But again, it just happens. Can you help what the heart wants? No, or the pocket. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. It is the Penthouse on a Monday, a Chief Monday. Ooh, and Eagles. We gave you both overs. So we gave you 4 winners on Saturday. See, you guys should listen. Because when the train's going down the track, woo, you got to get on, bitch. We'll be back in a few minutes with a Florida story. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be.
I've been everywhere, man.
Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
A dream 30 years in the making is a reality. The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Your Stanley Cup Florida Panthers are back.
Markov looks around up front. They score! They score! It was Ted Cole.
They've savored the taste of victory, but a new season is starting, and they're hungry for more.
Johnny scores! Gus Borsley beat the buzzer!
The Cats are back, and they're on the hunt for another championship.
Markov in front, right on a shot, and he scores! The overtime winner!
Listen all season long on Real Radio 92.1.
Start the celebration, South Florida. The Panthers have done it. Stanley Cup champions! Stanley Cup champions!
Your FM home for the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Traffic Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Your commute this morning in Palm Beach County looks good as expressways are crash-free. If you're traveling on the Turnpike or I-95 in either direction, your drive is up to speed and trouble-free. That's traffic. I'm Jamie Nunez.
This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green. Get a golf course quality lawn that's more affordable than you think. Don't wait. Sign up at truegreen.com for 75% off your first service. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. TRUgreen.com.
Don't miss the Cruisin' for Crime Stoppers 14th Annual Motorcycle Ride, February 2nd. Come ride or just come for fun. Go to Crime Stoppers PBC to register, and if you know of a crime, you may be eligible for a reward. Ride for Crime Stoppers February 2nd. Crime Stoppers, Palm Beach County.
Preparing to tent fumigate your home or business is stressful. With up to 29 interior and exterior preparation steps, the very success of your fumigation depends on being properly prepared. Contact ALR Fumigation Preparation and Recovery, your fumigation preparation experts. Family owned and operated, licensed and insured, specializing in comprehensive fumigation preparation throughout Palm Beach County. We prioritize safety and thoroughness to make sure your property is ready come fumigation day. ALRFumigationPrep.com, your home fumigation ready.
Boost Mobile built America's new 5G network and made it easier than ever to switch. And when you do, you can get a free Galaxy A15 5G. Need to hook up a whole family? With Boost Mobile, you can get 4 unlimited lines and 4 free 5G phones for only $100 per month. To switch, head to your local Boost Mobile store today and get your free Galaxy A15 5G or 4 unlimited lines and 5G phones for only $100. New customers only. Requires auto pay and ID verification. Other restrictions apply. See participating dealers for details.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have health news, a CDC update.
Pneumococcal vaccination is now recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
Taxes was not knowing your full financial picture. Now Taxes is getting and maximizing your refund all in one place. Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get you the most money back, guaranteed. Then you can do more with all that money, all in Credit Karma. Now this is Taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. Get started today. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have health news, a CDC update.
Pneumococcal vaccination is now recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. After a cool and comfortable start to the day, expect temperatures to return to the mid-70s this afternoon, near our normal high for this time of the year, with a mostly sunny sky and an onshore breeze. A few passing clouds for tonight as temperatures return to the 50s inland, 60s at the coast by the start of Tuesday morning.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
What the Florida is sponsored by FAMU's MMERI. Educate, Learn, Talk.
from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword green at realradio921.com. That's green. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Tuesday. 13 chances a day to win $1,000. Rover just gave you one. In this hour, you guys also get a chance to get Panther tickets against the Blackhawks. That's awesome. Evan's going to call us from the Red Meat Lovers Club. He's got a big event this week in Fort Lauderdale. Franny's going to give us Florida stories, and also she's going to tell us about something that's going on in America. And if it happens, it could save you big money. Dominic's in house.
Hello.
Francis is here.
What's up, Ers?
And it's time for this Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida. Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Alrighty. Well, we will start here. Why was a Birkin bag stopping traffic in West Palm Beach?
You got G's attention.
Because they're worth like what, 10,000?
There were some are worth
20,
six
25,
figures or some. Yeah, ridiculous.
If I saw one, I'd pull over.
But this one was stopping traffic, right? If it was in the middle of the road, me too.
I'd be like, Franny, grab the wheel.
But this one is a bit different. It's a sculpture of a massive Birkin bag, and it's headed for an exhibit in Florida. And it did. It held up traffic on Wednesday as the Hermes, what do you say, Hermes? Hermes. I know some people are like, you got to pronounce the H, because some people just say Hermes,
whatever.
Hermes.
Tell them to relax.
Was hustling through the streets of West Palm Beach, complete with police escort, titled Big Burke. The colossal canary yellow colored Birkin bag created by a New York City artist named Gio is showing up in the Sunshine State as part of the Art Palm Beach contemporary art fair that they do every year downtown West Palm. If you notice, they also do a lot of the art on the sides of buildings and stuff like that. My buddy actually started that years ago, and they continue to do it. Very cool stuff. It's a 1,000-pound bag. Tribute tote is a huge. Handlers, they said, reportedly had to follow rules that apply when transporting this oversized bag. Like they do with manufacturers' homes and heavy construction equipment. They had to be very, very careful.
We should go, Tom, and see.
Check it out. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they said the Big Burke lives up to its name, requiring an entire team of people creating, assembling, and handling it through every single step. So if you're like, why the hell is there a big person in the middle of downtown West Palm? It's for a reason. It came here all the way from New York, too.
It's like a fashion show. There's going to be stacked with women. You
It's
got to go
cool.
where the odds are, man. I mean, you got to think. You can't just go right away. No, I'm not going. Oh, no. You go where the fish are. Come on.
So it's where you can see it at the entrance and probably when you drive by Okeechobee. It's the Palm Beach County Convention Center by the Hilton there.
Okay.
And they have it set up right out front.
I'm going right after work.
Of course you
Be
are.
careful. Don't they have a broken water pipe right there?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Yesterday, all of Okeechobee was closed. Well, 2 lanes of Okeechobee was
Hopefully
closed
they
right
fixed
there.
it. by
Really?
now.
Oh, I hope it didn't get the bag wet.
Oh.
It's a sculpture. It's not a real one. Don't worry.
Okay.
But it's still pricey. And then a new week, a new machete. And yes, a violent confrontation with machete-wielding South Florida man ended with an officer's gun going off at a condominium complex, Highland Beach. The police department there said this past Thursday, officers responded to a fight in a development. Police were advised that there was a possible stabbing and that someone was cut in the face.
Ooh, that hurts.
Upon arrival, officers were met by the condo security officer who expressed concern about the escalating situation. Inside, they encountered a 33-year-old named Philip Oswald Demarcado from Coconut Creek. He was seated behind the concierge desk. He stood up, allegedly approached the officer with the machete. That never goes well if you approach an officer with a machete.
No.
The officer commanded him to stop, but he allegedly raised a machete in an attempt to strike the officer. That's when the officer was like, all right, time for the taser, causing him to drop it to the ground. Despite repeated commands, he resisted arrest, leading to a violent struggle during which he attempted to unholster the officer's firearm.
Oh, no.
Discharging a round through the holster. Luckily, nobody was shot when that happened. They said, yes, they needed more cops to help subdue this dude, who continued while he had like 3 or 4 cops on him. And he also tried to grab another officer's gun.
Wow.
What do you think the end game is? Maybe that's it. Maybe he just wanted an end game. But yeah, they said that he obviously did end up getting very much arrested. Then, I don't know if you guys saw this, but we have another threat on our president by a Florida man. He was arrested on Friday, accused of making threats against him. FBI was tipped off because this guy put stuff on social media. Like, people do it all the time.
I don't understand it. You're right.
Made by this dude, Shannon DePararo Atkins. And this is West Palm Beach. And he wrote, I've been banned from X because I said, I hope and pray someone kills him, he wrote in a Facebook post. History is supposed to repeat itself. We haven't had an assassination in years. More of his words. Bullets, please, please, Jesus, save America. He wrote about him, and this was during the inauguration. Well, that's enough, by the way. Even though maybe you did not say necessarily you were going to do it, but it's enough of a threat. He was arrested during a traffic stop, by the way. Yeah, his home this past Friday. And even maybe he could possibly get himself out of those threats by saying, hey, I didn't say I personally was going to do this stuff, but kicker here, he had cocaine on him too. So, yeah. Oh, I love you both in unison. Aww. And then finally here in your What the Florida. Man, I know you want to be cool principal or cool teacher. Just don't be this cool. And I have a feeling it wasn't elementary students, but...
Oh, is this the party?
Who knows? Yeah. There's we've heard stories about some teachers who cross the line with students, have that, right? Whether maybe sexual or just party with them. It's happened. It's been in the news, but this takes it to another level because there was an elementary school principal, Cocoa Beach, has been arrested after throwing a rager last Sunday night. Well, apparently the guests included an elementary school teacher and what they said more than 100 students. So when I was like, man, I sure hope it's on elementary school students.
That's terrible.
It's an elementary principal and an elementary school teacher. I'm guessing it's not. I don't know. They said there was lots of booze. The authorities say one minor was arrested for DUI after leaving the party. So clearly not elementary because they were driving something. And another had to be treated by EMTs when they suffered what they said an alcohol-related medical event on the principal's front lawn.
Terrible.
Somebody had something going on. The principal did not have any regrets at the time. In fact, when she saw the flashing lights out front, she turned off all of her outdoor lights and forced the EMTs to treat the kid using only their truck's headlights, trying to pretend like, oh, no party here. Yeah, as they're horrible. The principal has been charged with child neglect, contributing to the delinquency of minor, and holding an open house party. They said the teacher was hit with similar charges. Both have been placed on administrative leave while they're investigating. I have a feeling they might not have jobs after this investigation.
They're done. They're done. And they should be done.
Yeah. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. You'd always check us out in the studio. Go to our website and go to Real TV. See Francis. Every day she looks like a $100 bill. And your boy, the G-Man. You won't see Dominic, but we're used to that. We're fine with that. We don't even bring it up. You want to see DJ Pencil? We're working on his first appearance. We'll see what happens with that. So, Franny, you got an interesting subject that could save people big, big money.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to pull it up here. I'm having slowness with my internet today. And
who doesn't want to save money?
Yes.
By the way, you can save money if you listen at 11:45 because you got a chance to win tickets to the Blackhawks and the Islanders. Blackhawks and the Panthers. When's the last time you were at a Panther game?
Oh, probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, we should try to go one night. Go down there, maybe hit the casino, get dinner someplace. Sounds good. Maybe stop at Sawgrass Mall, do a little shopping.
Oh, you need a shopping partner? Oh.
Aww.
So with G-Man, by him saving, like saying this will save big money, it's basically with him. I don't know how much in general it's going to save people money, and that's losing interest in sex is what's happening with young men.
Anybody, if you don't go out, I mean, you're going to say, I mean, even if you go
but
out
you don't have to go out. Some people just have booty calls. They just, just show up at the house.
Yeah, that's
Wham,
nice.
bam, thank you, ma'am, and then you leave.
All right, but you still probably bought her a Coke, or he bought her, or him a Coke. I mean, could save money. Save money. I mean, I'm thinking about the kid.
That's why I was so confused, because the way he set it up, I was just like, what is he talking about?
I was thinking for myself.
I know. He's like setting this up, and I knew he wanted me to talk about something that I had here, but I was just like, what is he talking about? I'm going through my topics going, save money, save money. He must be talking about the sex thing.
I have no interest.
The way you like throw up the ball, like for me to volley it, I was like, what is happening?
Oh,
you want me to spike it? I can't because I didn't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know Greek. Come on.
Well, I figured it out. So yes, Americans are saying no to sex like never before, with young men leading this what they call depressing trend.
Is that him? Is he in the young group, or is he?
He's young, but 22 to 34 is what they say.
Oh, right there.
But yeah, rates of sexlessness are climbing.
Gee,
from
you're
coast
right
to
there
coast.
too, G-Man. Don't forget about you.
I wish I was right there. Believe me.
No, his girlfriends are that age. Statistics plucked from the newly unleashed National Survey of Family Growth showed with 10%. Hey, what are you upset about, dudes? There's so many guys who want to bag themselves a young high.
I didn't say a word. I didn't say anything. I'm just doing a show. I'm happy I have a job.
If they were watching you on Real TV, they would see that you did do something.
I didn't do anything.
Real TV. RealRadio921.com. Click on the link. Thank you, Jason Weiser. Rates of sexlessness are climbing from coast to coast among adults 22 to 34. Statistics plucked from the newly, they say it's, National Survey of Family Growth, survey that they did, showed with 10% of young males and 7% of their female counterparts saying that they're still virgins at that age. 10%.
How old?
Wow.
22 to 34.
Wow.
And 7%. Wow, right? Crazy. They said, but we're seeing a lot too. And I don't know if it's maybe no interest. And it could be no interest, but they're not even socializing. So if you're not going to socialize, how are you going to make a genuine connection?
And there's also, I know at Ty, they say to people just not drinking as much. And they say, when you're not drinking, you're not, making crazy decisions or not realizing what you're doing. You're on point.
I think they're in their virtual world. I think it's a lot of gaming, being on their computers, their phones, stuff like that. Just not IRL, even though you are communicating with other people who may be on the other side of your headset or game or whatever, but just different. They said, in sum, for young adult males, sexlessness has roughly doubled across all measures over the last 10 years. For young adult females, it's risen by roughly 50%, according to the Institute of Family Studies. So this is legit information.
It could be for you, for like trying to pick up a girl, maybe at Hard Rock. Like, hey, I heard you're not getting it. Maybe I can help you out.
She'd be like, what? How'd you hear that? That's not creepy. I heard you're not getting it. They're like, do I know you? The survey is conducted annually by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, National Center for Health Statistics, with support from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. So these are legit statistics. Researchers conducted face-to-face interviews with American men and women, 15 to 49 were the ages, collecting data on everything from bedroom behavior, reproductive health habits, all this stuff. They said besides the fact that virginity appears to be trending, it's not even abstinence, it's virginity. The numbers also showed big jumps in sexually active men and women in the 22 to 34 age bracket, reporting a serious lack of loving. So
I think it all connects.
So it's that younger age that's really not getting it.
Yeah, and I just think it all connects where, everybody's on their computer, people are texting more, not even talking. And it just, like you said, I just think people just have a hard time communicating. I see it more and more. Like I said, last week I went to Paul Mercurio with my buddy and his wife, and she's younger, and we were talking about, like, how do you meet people and different things. And I said, I just, if I see somebody, I go up to them, just, oh, my God, if you came up to me, I would be like, what are you doing? Like, she was, everything's on social media, and that's it. And, like, what do you mean if somebody says hi to you? She goes, I'm not comfortable with people saying hi to me. I mean, you're in Fort Lauderdale. I mean, it's like, I thought so. No, I don't want to say.
Especially, because, yes, I know she's with she's married, obviously. But but she met him in a time where it was walking up to people and be like, hey, what's up?
She met him on social media. So she did.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have they? But I thought they've been together a long time.
Yeah, I think they're getting like 5, 6, 7 years, around like that. Oh, I'm not talking about the people 40 years. No. I'm talking about another.
I thought you were talking about Paul Mercurio's wife.
No. I said I was the Paul Mercurio show.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about his wife. I was like, that's odd.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
They met in.
I was like, social media. They've been together a long time.
They met on their bus trip on a ski trip. They told me all about it, and I had to pretend like I really cared. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Oh God. I'm like, oh God, when's this story gonna end? Love you, Paul.
So a lot of people say that this jump occurred between 2019 and 2022. So they're like, all right, well, it's kind of around the same time as the pandemic. However, they also offer that COVID-era mandates couldn't be solely to blame for, even though it might be, for this not doing the deed. One of the biggest drivers they claim of declining sexual activity is a decline in just people having any interest in marriage. They said married people have more sex, and for most young adults, marriage is occurring later on or even not at all. As a result, sex is declining, they stated. I don't know if that's all it. I think some things that we said, like not socializing and gaming and being on your phone and all this stuff, I think that also is a huge factor.
Champagne sales are down again 2 years in a row in America. That could be something to do with it.
Well, is it just this time of month? I think just in general. I mean, it's just because a lot of people aren't drinking due to dry January and sober living.
Well, they said for the year, champagne sales were down again.
Were they?
For the whole year.
For 2024?
Yes. It's the second time in a row, and they're concerned about it, obviously. But they just said people are not socializing as much, not celebrating as much.
Or maybe they have a different thing that they're doing. I mean,
Different drink?
Yeah, like I said, with these craft beers, it's really sad. Somebody texts, yes, Twisted Trunk is closing down. There's another one of their places. Steam Horse closed down too. That was another brewery, and craft beers were huge for a while, but that's it. Things gain popularity, and you see all these places pop up everywhere, and they're packed. But then there's something else. Our attention span, even though it's for a few years, didn't feel like, then there's something else new and hot that we want to get into. And you don't want to drink these heavy beers anymore, whatever the case may be.
And rent, like
and
you
also, people raise the rent. And the one I'm talking about is they just reopened that in the Waterway Cafe, made it nice and pretty and stuff. And they're doing this whole Ritz-Carlton living place of condos there. So I just think I think that they're realizing that. And they're like, hey, we're going to have some people with some money around here. And so whoever took over that plaza, and that they do it all the time, they raise their rent because they want to get a higher end businesses in there to accommodate to what they're building around it.
No doubt about it. Now, is the new Waterway open?
Yeah, it opened up last week. They said they haven't had their official grand opening, but it's open to the public.
Is it called Waterway again?
Yes. It looks beautiful what they've done. I've heard a lot of people bitching and complaining, as they do, especially in the beginning. You got to let them work out their kinks. But they're like, it's so expensive. A burger was $24. That's everywhere these days, by the way. They're like, and not just that, it's on the water. You can see what they've done, the difference. And I'm telling you, for those who have been bitching, because Waterway was a staple here for years and years and years, and the rum bar, and you'd go and party, and you would go from Peanut Island and Dock. They're not looking for us anymore. No. They're not looking for that crowd. They want the higher end crowd. There's a Ritz going across the street. They don't want the people who are all sandy and saltwater and are coming from Peanut Island to dock there. They're not looking for you anymore. It's unfortunate, but it's their business, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to change it.
Yeah.
And I think people are upset because they're like, it's not what it used to be. It's not. But neither is the times that we live in either. So they're just trying to accommodate to a different clientele.
It's like you said, it's a shame. But, most places, you know what? They'd rather have people who drop dollars, not change. They don't want to hear complaints.
And there's still places like that where you can, go just down the street and go to Brasserie and go get yourself a delicious burger and wings. You can still find stuff like it. But it is terrible just to see how many people bitching about it when it reopened. I was like, not just that. They just opened and you're affecting a business. I mean, they're not obviously looking for clientele like that. They're looking for somebody else.
Yeah, well, then the bitching ain't gonna matter. Then you can bitch all you want.
Of course,
they're not looking for you. I mean, so you can be like, oh, this sucks.
Everybody hates change. They do, and I get it. Especially if you've grown up here and you lived here. I hear it all the time. Indiantown's not the same. Jupiter's not the same. Palm Beach Gardens. Listen, I've lived down here over 20 years. I'm not a Floridian, nor can I claim I am. But I've lived in Florida more than I lived in Georgia now at this point in my life. But unfortunately, everything keeps on evolving and it keeps on changing, and it can't be what it once was.
I mean, I have a 5 o'clock session today with my therapist if Gulfstream gets closed. I mean, you want to talk about
it sucks.
I mean, it's just, I went there with my dad. I went there years ago. I mean, it's crazy. Oh, man. Where am I going to find a $50 window? Probably some other places.
Yeah. We got other ones.
877-927-6969. That's the number to call. You guys can also text us at Real Radio 47142. Are you a hater of the Chiefs? Sounds like there's more haters out there than there are lovers for the Chiefs. Going for a three-peat, baby. And are you an Eagle fan? A lot of Eagle fans out there. I saw them last night. I saw a couple of jerseys walk in. I was like, woo. Eagle fans are the worst. I think they're the craziest, loudest. I just do. They are out of control. Win or lose, they're nuts. When they win, they're out of control. When they lose, they're just fighting and stuff's flying, throwing batteries. I went to 2 Eagle games in my life when I lived up there in New York. And I got to tell you, both games were not good. I sent the 49ers, and I went to a Giant game with some girl I should have never went, and she had a Giant jersey on. And I remember when she got in the car, I'm like, what are you doing? And she goes, I love the Giants. I said, oh, my God, we're going to get crushed today. It just, the Philly fans don't care.
I had a remote that was one time at a Philly Eagles bar. It was up in Stewart at a Hurricane Wings.
Yeah.
And, oh, my God, it was just so crazy because the remote, we were there to support the Dolphins, and it was Dolphins versus the Eagles. And it was just the crowd there was, every person there was for the Eagles, and we're there supporting the Dolphins. It was just like, oh, yeah, this is going to go great. And the chants and all that were going on. It was so loud.
I don't know if South Florida is one of the only areas, but to me, it's odd that when you see, like we see Buffalo bars, the Crazy Horse Saloon, like you said, Philly. I don't think like you see in Philadelphia Dolphin bars. To me, I could be wrong. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I think they would like
Die
bomb
Hard.
the place.
Yeah, it is Die Hard. It is.
It just doesn't seem like that. And there's a Pittsburgh Steeler bars.
Yeah.
There's Buffalo bar. I mean, there's a Packer bar. I know. There's one in Fort Lauderdale that's it's not a Chief bar. It's what's the other thing? Raven bar.
But I wonder if you go truly into Miami, if we will see Bills bars.
I don't know.
I'm curious if you live that way because I mean, Miami Dolphins, not Florida Dolphins, not West Palm. I'm curious.
You see Botox bars. That's what you see. Yeah, everywhere. It is the Penthouse on a great Monday, by the way. I hope you guys had a good weekend. If you had the Chiefs and the Eagles, guess what? You're buying lunch today because you had a good weekend. It is the Greek, Dominic, and Francis. Coming up, you got your chance to win Panther tickets against the Blackhawks. And Evan's going to give us a call, collect, of course, friend Red Meat Lovers Club. He's got a big event coming up this week, Meatballs and Boxing.
Meatballs and boxing, huh?
Meatballs and boxing.
All right.
We got all that and so much more in the Penthouse on a great Monday. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
Currently, there is a Harvey Weinstein trial going on. And on the stand for the last several days has
still
been,
alive?
Yes. He's alive.
He wouldn't be having a trial still.
No, they probably would have ended it. But on the stand in this Harvey
I have more dumb
Weinstein...
questions. Just stand by.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
When the wildfire struck Los Angeles,
severe fire weather conditions.
First responders from near and far came to the rescue.
All fire departments and all law enforcement will be prepared.
Now the music community has joined together to help at Fire Aid, a historic fundraising concert for the recovery of Los Angeles. Thursday night, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. Live on the free iHeartRadio app's Hit Nation station.
And give what you can now at fireaidla.org.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
The bridge on George Bush Boulevard between Palm Trail and Andrews Avenue is closed until February 1st due to construction. Meanwhile, the Turnpike and I-95 are up to speed in both directions. That's traffic. I'm Jamie Nunez.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 in my garage after I overpaid for new blinds. I researched the industry, hired my mom, and 14 years later, we're one of the largest retailers of custom blinds in the U.S. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
Boost Mobile built America's new 5G network and made it easier than ever to switch. And when you do, you can get a free Galaxy A15 5G. Need to hook up a whole family? With Boost Mobile, you can get 4 unlimited lines and 4 free 5G phones for only $100 per month. To switch, head to your local Boost Mobile store today and get your free Galaxy A15 5G or 4 unlimited lines and 5G phones for only $100. New customers only. Requires auto pay and ID verification. Other restrictions apply. See participating dealers for details.
Catch your Florida Panthers and Amarant Bank Arena world-class shows and events in the most premium setting in South Florida. Our private and exclusive suites, as well as our all-inclusive clubs including Amarant Vault and Corona Beach House, offering multiple ways to forge unforgettable connections with friends, family, employees, and top clients. You'll never want to experience a game or concert any other way. For more information, visit floridapanthers.com or call 954-835-PUCK today.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, over 3 million people called Morgan & Morgan in their time of need. And with over 1 million of those calls coming from previous clients, friends, and family.
My name is Jason Williams. It was a rainy day, and I'd gotten hit from behind by a lady that was doing somewhere over 100 miles an hour is what they were saying. I've never dealt with anything like this before. Everybody that I talked to kept saying the same name, which was Morgan & Morgan. I was on hold for maybe 15 seconds. When they come back and said, Jason, we will absolutely take your case. As a non-tech savvy guy, any question that I had, if I called, text, or emailed, they got right back to me. They made it as easy for me as it could have been.
Thank you for trusting us. We've become the largest injury firm in the world because we've won a lot. The word is out. size matters, reputation matters. We're America's largest injury law firm for a reason. With over 900 dedicated attorneys and climbing, we're ready wherever you are, whatever you need. The choice is easy. We're just a phone call away. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Putting things off is human nature. I get it. You're totally exhausted from the storms and the cleanup, and everyone swears, next time I'll plan ahead. Then 8 months from now, you're watching your garage doors sail off into the storm front, getting dumped by your insurance company because of yet another claim you never would have made if you had a garage door strong enough to prevent it. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. If you call about a garage door when the storm is on the way, it's too late. Plan ahead, and we can replace your flimsy old door now with a modern, stylish, wind-rated door that impresses the neighbors and makes the insurance company happy when it's time to renew. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage, but call before the storm, which is now.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Hey, it's Franny. Got a classic, collectible, or hot rod? GiveMeTheVin.com loves them too. They're the best place to sell your muscle car, resto mod, or even an entire collection. Skip the hassle of tire kickers, low ballers, and seller's commissions. Just go to GMTVCC.com to sell your classic or collectible car with ease. For everything else from your daily drivers to exotics, log on to GiveMeTheVin.com. Selling your car has never been smoother with GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have health news, a CDC update.
Pneumococcal vaccination is now recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. Download the Lowe's app to get their home improvement playbook in your hands so you can get their team's expertise anytime.
For more information about contests on this station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Mo Better Garage. Mo Better Garage. We make it way mo better. MoBetterGarage.com.
Sarah Spain for iHeart Women's Sports.
Presented by Capital One.
College basketball on Sunday, the leading scorer in NCAA D1 hoops, Tanaya Latson, put up 25 points and knocked down a thrilling game winner to lead unranked Florida State past the 13th-ranked North Carolina Tar Heels, 86-84. Meantime, UCLA star Lauren Betts notched 33 points to send the number 1 ranked Bruins past number 8 Maryland, 82-67. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
As a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network, Capital One wants to help you hear more about today's top female athletes and keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts. Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One, N.A. member FDIC.
Have you made your favorite station a preset on our new and improved iHeartRadio app?
Wait, what?
What about your favorite podcast?
You could do that?
Yeah, you really can.
Whatever you choose, it's as easy as a tap to make a preset. And with the all-new live radio dial, it's easier than ever to discover new stations you'll love, plus a new trending section and the lyrics to all your favorite songs.
Love the new look of the iHeartRadio app, guys.
It's everything you love about your car radio in the palm of your hand. Find out what everyone's talking about and get the new and improved free iHeartRadio app today.
Greeks Trifecta is sponsored by Precision Garage Door of South Florida. Precision Door, a name you can trust.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
I don't care about anybody.
You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a great Monday, by the way. Probably the best Monday of this January. Just such a great Monday. And why, you ask? Why? Because you got a chance to win $1,000 13 times a day. You got also Panther tickets coming at you against the Blackhawks in about 10 minutes. Dominic's in the house.
Hello.
And of course, Francis is here.
What's up?
And we have a gentleman on hold who we've done a lot with over the years. He always does a lot of great things for the community. He's got another big event. Evan joins us from the Red Meat Lovers Club. Evan, what's happening?
What's going on, Greek? I'm happy to be here. I'm only talking to Franny today.
Why? What's up, Evan?
Franny, this is my offer to get you to one of our events.
Okay.
Transportation, of course. A wheelbarrow of meatballs cooked by 7 of the best restaurants in South Florida.
All right, yeah, you're sweetening the pot.
A championship tiara that has one meatball on top of it that says, "I'm Franny, Queen of the Meatballs."
Queen of the... I mean, how can I say no, Evan? How can I say no? But before I say no, I'm just kidding.
I'm not done.
No, all your events...
I'm not done.
He's not done.
And 200...
Oh, there's more. What else you got?
$250 donation to the charity of your choice.
Oh, wow.
All I want to do is say, Franny came to one of my events. It's been 7 years.
I know.
It will happen.
It will happen. It will. And I give you my word that it will happen. Before we get into details,
thank you.
So I can start looking, Evan, what is the date of this event?
It's this Wednesday night, Delray Beach Boxing Club, 7 restaurants competing for the best meatball, 5 live boxing matches going on at the same exact time. We have the cigar buffet set up outside. I got my barber coming, and we're doing this all for the George Snow Scholarship Fund. But more specifically, it's for our charity foundation where we send kids to culinary school year after year after year.
Yeah, you do. You guys do such a great job, and I mean that you almost had me, Evan, until I looked at my calendar because I'm pretty good at putting everything there. I have a radio station event. I already am booked for the South Florida Fair Bike Night. I'm there with the Gator. I got to be there from I think like 5 to 7 or 6 to 8.
That's tough.
I know.
Unless you want to give her $1,000. I know you're not talking to me, Evan. So I guess I represent Franny sometimes.
I really, because you're like, Delray, it's been a long time. I looked at my phone. I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't have anything.
Yeah, she gave me thumbs up.
She
did.
do.
Until you said
I gotta
the day.
I know, the Wednesday.
You want to move your gig to Thursday?
I can't. You know what? The fair's over this week.
No, I meant him, not you.
Oh, Evan, do you want to move your... No, it sounds awesome. It really does. Greek was talking about it a little bit before you called. Meatballs, boxing, all the fun stuff. It sounds great.
Now, you having judges this year?
It's going to be we're having judges. We have a couple friends that are doing it, and my mother knows a good meatball.
Does she really?
She's a judge as well. She's coming out of retirement.
Ooh.
She will be judging, and then it's going to be a beautiful night like we always have. We got a great lineup. Brutus the Barber Beefcake will be judging, the old wrestler from WWF days.
Nice.
It's going to be a really special one. all of your listeners, like always, and I never say this, you know we have the private Facebook group. Everyone who's listening will be approved into our private Facebook group, and you know how hard it is to get in. But I love your listeners. Year in and year out, they always show up for our charity causes. Month after month, it's going to be a really special event, and I hope that everyone comes out. We have a few tickets left, not a lot. The tickets, it's incredible. This one specific event, when you have a room full of live boxing, you have a room full of meat, you have an incredible amount of great people in the room for a great cause, it always sells out, which is I'm really proud of. And thanks to you, to the Penthouse, for supporting us year after year. Hopefully we sell a few more tickets, and they could be found at ribcagebattle.com, ribcagebattle.com. It's going to be one of those great events, one of those South Floridian, only in South Florida type of evenings.
Evan, because you can't obviously see us because we're on the phone with you unless you're watching on real TV. You should have seen the body language, the offense that Greek that he took because he's not a judge for these meatballs.
Greek has a standing offer, and let me tell you, we got Mr. Sal's 388 Italian restaurant. We got Prezzo restaurant. We got Windy City meatballs.
Nice.
They're great.
We got Sicilian oven.
Well, Sicilian oven's good.
We got Peter's Pizzeria in Pompano and Boca. We got our caterer, Potions in Motion. And then we got an amateur. And the amateur won last year's sandwich battle that we had. So we got a really good lineup. We got 7 places offering their meatballs. And I told everyone to bring 200 to 250 meatballs.
Wow.
So that's over 1,000 meatballs that we're going to consume. And then we're doing this also with my friend Mr. Matthew Mashler of Boca Raton Championship Wrestling. He's bringing all of his wrestlers.
Is he bringing any ring girls?
Thank you for asking, Greek. I appreciate the transition. Of course we are.
I was asking for Dominic, my producer.
This year, I will not, like last year, I will not be a ring girl. You know, my lack of neck, my it goes from head to shoulder. That will be appreciated by everyone that's coming to the event. Ribcagebattle.com. We're going to have a live auction, a silent auction, a raffle.
Nice.
I think this year I'm going to raffle off. We're going to raffle off a cooler full of Wagyu meat.
Ooh.
Wow.
I got trips to Costa Rica. I got trips to Portugal. We got an incredible lineup. Yeah, well, maybe I'll even auction off the Greek. Maybe spend a cigar with.
I like it, like a bachelor auction.
Yeah. I'm sure the Greek will come armed with stories and a fistful of tobacco. Greek, do not let me forget. I hope you can come. It's at the Delray Beach Boxing Club, which is in East Delray Beach, right on Old Dixie Highway.
Okay.
And
I'm going to try to make it Wednesday night.
It's a great event.
I was at your last year's meatball thing. I was one of the judges with Warren Sapp. It was a great, when you had it at the tennis court, and it was a great thing.
Yeah. Would you believe, I won't even tell you how many years ago that was.
Oh, it wasn't last year?
I feel old. I think that it was 3 years ago. Greg.
Wow.
Was it? Time flies. You know, when you're doing such great things for the community like you do, Evan, you're a pillar of society. You are. There should be more people in the world like you and me.
Great. You are my cultural North Star. Franny is my, she's like the Sasquatch. She's only rumored to show up in places, but no one gets a live shot.
Couldn't you have like maybe a unicorn or something?
Yeah. I was going to say, that's not really a compliment.
Instead of a Sasquatch. Couldn't we pick more elusive, something cuter?
Yeah. Maybe a dolphin, something.
Well, you can see dolphins quite often.
Pop in. I mean, Franny, no. Evan,
I'm just kidding, Evan.
Evan, let me tell you something about Franny. When she says she's going to do something, she does it. I'm the one who says I'm going to show up a lot of times.
And he does it.
And then I get involved with charity events and stuff like that, and I just can't. How are your cigars doing?
The cigars are out of control. Great. We are launching our 5th size. We're going to do it at the Great Smoke on March the 14th. You know, I do this one dinner where it's one table of 200 people. March 14th, Palm Beach County Fairgrounds. It's been sold out for 2 months, but it's going to be a really special night. And then next month, I hope to come on. We got the Warren Restaurant buyout. February 24th.
That'd be nice.
Yep.
The Warren is a beautiful restaurant. I go there a lot. I love their pork chop, and I'm not one to ever compliment about food. The place is unbelievable, and a lot of eye candy. I got to be honest with you. Really nice place.
Eye candy, and then March 10th, I rented out a small little restaurant called Anthony's Runway.
Oh, wow.
We know that place.
March the 10th. Yeah, it's going to be special. That's for First Alarm Foundation. February is for Leukemia Lymphoma Society. We're going to do it big. 2025 will be the biggest year the Red Meat Lovers Club has ever had. And again, very rare opportunity. Every one of your listeners is going to be automatically approved in our private Facebook group. That's where I put the most amount of love. My son, the successor, the commander-in-chief, will be at all these events signing meatballs. He'll be signing whiskey bottles.
Nice.
He'll be signing cigars. The kid's only 13 years old.
Nice.
Let me tell you, Greek, he started going to the gym now.
Oh, no. Well, I'm sure, just like you.
Serious side. Yeah, well, Greek, I hate to say it, I found my neck. I'm down 52 pounds eating meat.
Wow.
Throwing events. And
coming on the radio.
Yeah, I decided that it would be nice to see my neck in this millennium. So it's starting to show a little. It's starting to show.
Good for you, though. Over 50 pounds, that's a hell of a feat, Evan. So good for you.
Evan, let me ask you something. On the docket, I don't know if you have it or not. Are you doing anything, because Franny and I and possibly Dominic, we're planning a trip in the spring to Vegas. Are you doing anything in the near future in Vegas? Because I know once in a while you do stuff.
Well, we did. We just got back 2 weeks ago. I did schedule our next trip, but it's not going to be for a while. It's going to be the same time, but I scheduled it yesterday, January 20th to the 23rd, because it also coincides with this big gun event called the SHOT Show. I'm not a gun guy.
Yeah.
I like guns, but I'm not I'm not a 4-day convention guy. But maybe by then I will be. We just came back. We had 2 of the most epic meals we've ever had, and I did just put Nashville. And again, your listeners are invited to all these trips. I put Nashville on the docket, April 22nd to the 24th. Because I miss I need some fried chicken and some prime rib and some Nashville in my life.
All right, Evan. We appreciate the call and what you do for the community. I'm going to try to stop by Wednesday and be there to see you. Always great to see you and maybe have a cigar and a meatball. But I'm looking forward to it. Tell everybody again before we let you go, how can they get involved with this and enjoy a great event that you're putting on again, Red Meat Lovers?
Ribcagebattle.com. Or they can join our private Facebook group. It's up and down our private page. Only your listeners get automatically approved because your listeners are the best of the best, and they probably enjoy meatballs, a cigar buffet. You can meet the Greek. You can grab a haircut. You can have 50 meatballs. Maybe I'll do a prize. Whoever eats the most meatballs can win something. I'm not sure what they'll win.
How about $5,000? How about Super Bowl tickets?
Why stop at 5, Reed? Why stop at 5?
Evan, you're the best, brother.
You guys always.
All right.
The best. I thank you guys.
All right.
Take care, Evan.
See you on Wednesday. We'll give you guys reminders about this again up in a couple of days. Evan does great things for the community.
I'm sure it's going to be a huge success.
One day, I think Franny will go. It's just got to be good with her schedule, and he's got to put up an. I think I can get a lot.
I was very like this, and I do. I feel bad. I haven't been to any of these events, and he had me, and I've been pretty good normally with my schedule, and I don't want to say unfortunately because it's going to be a great time at the South Florida Fair.
You've been booked on that for a while too.
Yeah, I have. It's been a month or so in the making.
Yeah, if you want to come Wednesday night, let me know.
Oh, all right.
It'll be a lot of fun. You really.
Yeah, I'm right up your alley. Wrestling and meatballs. I know how much you love meatballs.
Yeah, we could be a judge. I mean, come on. All right, we're a minute or two behind, but who cares when you're having fun? If you want Panther tickets to the Blackhawks, give us a call now. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. Did I do something wrong?
No, you did nothing wrong. What are they doing to win these tickets, Jimmy? Just give us a call.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Jeez.
What do we do on Mondays? You have who's most likely to?
That's not what we do on Mondays.
Okay, how about this? The fifth caller.
Well, you already put it out there, and he already started answering the phones.
All right.
You got it.
All right, we'll do trivia about Franny.
I don't want to do trivia about me. Jeez.
I'm kidding.
You can come up with something.
Okay. We'll do trivia about Super Bowls. How's that? Okay? We'll do that. I got enough questions for the Super Bowl.
I know, but not everybody knows the Super Bowl. It's nice to know, like, if they knew in advance what we were doing so they could think about them. How do you know?
Well, then they don't win.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just saying I'm sorry in general.
So what are we doing?
I'm going to come up with a couple questions.
Yeah, he's like, Super Bowl questions. I was like, what if people don't watch football?
He's counting money. What is he doing?
No, I'm not. No.
Yeah, like...
I'm thinking of something. All right, ready? Who's first?
First up is John.
John, how are you, John?
Doing great.
Are you a Panther fan?
Monday. Yes.
Okay. Who are you? Well, first of all, are you a fan of Real Radio?
Yes, I've been listening since back Love Doctors 20-something years ago.
Well, the Docs were the best. They started it all. You can't beat it. What show would you say today on Real Radio is the best?
Actually, yours is the one I listen to most.
Well, you're a smart man.
I thought that was going to be the question anyway.
Bing, bing, bing.
Damn it.
All right. What president is on the $5 bill?
Oh, shoot.
5. 4.
Franklin.
No. Abe Lincoln. Come on, John. I gave you a layup. Jeez, oh. All right, call back tomorrow. Who do we got? Who do we got next?
Sorry about that.
Next up, we have Alan.
Alan, what's up, Alan?
What president is on the $5?
No, you got to shut your phone off.
Yeah.
Alan.
Franklin.
No, we're not asking that question, Alan.
No, he's still listening.
Alan, you got to shut your phone off.
Yeah,
it's not that hard.
If not, we'll just go to the next one.
Make it Dominic work.
Yeah.
You got home 5 o'clock. I'm sorry.
Who do we have next? Unless Alan's coming back on the phone. All right, we're giving away a 4-pack of tickets to the Panthers.
Here's Rick.
And this is at random, and Greek is asking at random questions. So
I can do this all day.
There you go, all day long.
Rick, how are you, buddy?
Doing great, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. We got a Super Bowl coming up in 2 weeks, February 9th. What number Super Bowl is it?
Oh, wow. I'll throw in 59.
59 is correct. Way to be, Rick. Bing, bing, bing. Ding, ding, ding. You nailed it, bitch. We're going to keep you on hold a couple of minutes, and you're going to see the Blackhawks. Have a great time. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Good job. Good job, Dominic, by the way. Sorry to make you work a little, buddy. I know you're hungover. It's okay. 877-927-6969. Franny just put out a little bit of a story where they're saying people are losing interest in sex. And it's a younger generation more. So let us know if you have any thoughts on that. Are you tired of the Chiefs? Everybody says, I'm tired of the Chiefs. What does it really matter? Beat them if you're tired of them. That's what you got to do. But let us know. And are you excited about the Super Bowl? You're going to bet with it. And here's a question. 2 of my friends asked me last night. I told them both of them no. Do you ever bet with coworkers or your boss about the Super Bowl? My advice is no. Let us know what you think about that. Do you bet with coworkers or your boss?
I think coworkers is a little different than a boss, but sometimes offices, even though you're not supposed to, whatever, but sometimes they do the squares.
Oh, yeah.
All the time, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like you could do squares and then you're really not betting with somebody. I'm talking about, actual, like say you and I bet an apple like that. Should you bet with coworkers or should you bet with your boss? Boss, I'm going to tell you right now, don't do it. Because if you win, you feel weird asking them for money. And if you lose, you're pissed because you got to pay him because you're like, he makes more than me, this bitch. So that's the question. Let us know about that. Are you interested, or people are losing interest in sex? Why do you think so? You can call us at 877-927-6969. Super Bowl 59. See, those were two good questions. I mean, a $5 bill. I mean, you got to know that. I don't think that's not hard. Abe, come on, right there. You know who's on the 20? Think of Reggie
Jefferson? No.
Think of Reggie Jackson.
Thomas Jackson?
Andrew Jackson.
Oh, Andrew.
I just think it was too much for you Saturday night. I think the text at 12:05, when I was so proud, was like seeing my kid in Little League. I saw the whole little Hard Rock thing, and I'm like, oh my God, we made it. There he is. He's at the Hard Rock at 12:15, and he's.
I was wondering if I was going to see you there. I was wondering, you're going to show up at 6 a.m. and you see me walking out, and you're walking in.
Yeah, you would probably see me at 6. I was at the casino this morning, 6:15. You see me always early morning, definitely. Like weekends. Now it's going to slow up because football's done. And college hoops, you don't have to get there that early, but I'm usually cashing tickets early in the morning and trying to make everybody, because everybody's getting off their shift and they're like really like down, and then I walk in, I go, what's up? And they're like, oh God, get him out of here. Like what Franny does when I walk in.
47142 started off with Real Radio. We have, I don't know who this is. Says, I hope you and Dom are wearing your knee-high S boots because he's full of it this morning. Don't know what that's about. We also have meth will make you do some crazy things. Who was doing meth? We have Happy Monday, y'all. Pool guy, Kurt here. When you go to Waterway, make sure you ask for Amber to be your server. She's the best. And my daughter. We'll definitely go check her out, Kurt. It says, go Eagles. Muck for Homes. Put that together. Now we have the Chiefs, the Eagles. Whoever. I'm just glad let's see. Fox is broadcasting the Super Bowl. I can listen to Brady and company any day. Just saying, Romo bites.
Wow.
So not a fan of Romo. And then we have just a heads up, the YouTube feed is frozen. It may be running on Dom's brain power. BJ and Boynton.
No, that's the bad Wi-Fi today.
Yeah, we had a hard time getting on, like trying to log in the beginning, and so that's probably why we're having issues. But I love it. He said it's running on your brain power today.
Well,
Got it hooked up?
I think over the weekend we had a problem because a bird hit the building. The bird's fine.
A bird hit the whole building and shook our internet. What kind of bird was this?
Just what I'm hearing.
Dinosaur.
I was going to say, was this a pterodactyl? Like, what are we talking?
Just what I'm hearing from management.
Oh, really? A bird hit the building and our internet got shook.
We were doing a locker room Saturday, Joe and I, and all of a sudden there was a bird who hit the building. I was like, what the hell was that? And it was a bird that hit the building.
Well,
it was
probably
crazy.
hit the window.
Yeah, the window. Well, that's part of the building.
It's so sad when it happens.
He was fine, though.
Okay, good.
Fine.
You went and checked on him? No, you didn't.
Are you sure he was fine?
Well, I don't know if he was fine, but he looked good.
Exactly.
He didn't go check.
No.
I was doing a show.
And then one of these millions of cats was like, lucky day.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I see Mo and Sally here more on the weekends.
We make sure the cats are fed.
I know. It's very nice. I always tell them.
Who built him a cat house?
Was that you?
No, not me.
That was very nice.
There's a new, I thought it was a litter box, but then I saw that there's actually like things for them to lay on. It's not a litter box.
Those cats get treated better than some employees.
It's got
Yeah,
it's got like a nice like bath mat in there. I was like, somebody, and it's homemade. I was like, somebody built those cats a little. It's beautiful.
I love Dominic.
It's made out of plywood, but it's nicely constructed.
Hey, it's for a cat. It's very nice.
I know those cats are living large here.
Yeah, you know, at night it lights up. It's got like neon.
Just shut up.
It says Cool 105.5.
Whatever.
It is the Penthouse on a great Monday. Woohoo! Hope this day never ends, bitches. We'll be back. Peace.
Because your pets are pretty.